From across the United Kingdom and around the globe, they came and they waited and they queued. All for this, a fleeting but significant moment, a chance to say goodbye not just to a monarch, but to a woman who meant so much to so many. Catherine had flown in from the United States just to be here today.
Very emotional and very poignant, very touching to see everyone go in and pay their respects. And you can just feel the love that everyone has for her.
Other journeys weren't as far, but no less important.
She had compassion, empathy, forgiveness and love. And I think that has given more to the world than anything. If only other leaders could be that way, wouldn't we live in a wonderful place?
It was amazing. I wouldn't have missed it. It was worth waiting 11 hours. It really was.
I thought to myself, I'll never see her again. So this was the opportunity that I wanted to go and pay my respects.
Maureen and her daughter Emmeline made the decision to come this morning and entered via the accessible queue.
She got you through your life, didn't she, Mum? Yeah, so we're here on behalf of our whole family, aren't we? Past and present.
Along the 2-mile queue that straddles both sides of the River Thames, there are volunteers on hand to help. Multi-faith teams are here to offer support and solace. This morning the Archbishop of Canterbury joined them after playing a leading role in recent days. And the idea of coming to see people here today?
Well, I see how people are, where they've come from. Most people are in very good shape. I had a couple of conversations yesterday where the process had renewed their sense of grief over their own losses.
Yes, I've heard that a lot, yes.
And you know that, and particularly coming out, chaplains have found that.
Leading politicians will have been in Westminster Hall many times, but never before to pay their respects to their monarch. By day and by night, they will continue to come over the next few days, compelled by their own reasons, with their own stories, but with one thing in common, the desire to say thank you and to say goodbye. John Maguire, BBC News, Westminster.
Well, let's hear from some of the people in the queue now. My colleague, Chichi Uzunda, is a lot further away from here. Chichi.
Hi, Sean. Yes, we're not actually that far. We're just next to Westminster. But as you can see, the queue is moving at a much slower pace than it has been all day. We started off in South London, in Bermondsey, and it took us about 4 hours to get to this point. And we're joined by Teresa. Teresa, you really love the royal family.
I do. I love the Queen. I have great respect for the Queen and the royal family, and I wouldn't miss this for the world. I just came back from Ireland yesterday morning at 8 o'clock flight, and I was in London all day yesterday and here all day today. So I'm very pleased and blessed to be here.
And how have you found the walk so far?
Great, good. It's been, slow, and then it's been a little bit fast, and a few stops in between. Had a few little sit-downs and a drink. So, yeah, very happy.
Your family are based in England.
Yes.
But you have another connection with them and the royal family.
Yeah, one of my daughters, I have 3 daughters living here in Buckinghamshire, and one in Windsor. Bought a house last year in Windsor with her husband and 2 children. So I visit there regular. Every couple of months we come over.
And you said that you also attended Princess Diana's.
Yes, I was at Diana's too, so that was very sad, and I cried all day, left flowers, and it was wonderful to be there. So,
and
sad occasion.
Have you thought about how you're going to feel when you actually get into the hall?
Yeah, I'll be emotional because I did shed a few tears for the Queen, and I will be emotional.
So what does the Queen actually mean to you?
Well, she's an inspiration. She was an inspiration to the world, and we were very blessed to have her. And she never put a step out of the way in any way, so.
And I understand that you have quite the collection of royal memorabilia.
I have. I've collected Lady Diana's stuff since day one. And I have everything belonging to her. I've got, my attic is full of stuff. I've got a library in my house, and that's full of her books, and got books on the Queen too.
So what kind of things do you like to collect?
Yeah, I've collected medals and cards and stamps, and I've got paperweights, everything.
And how does your family feel about that?
They don't mind. They know what I'm like. You know, I'm not a hoarder as such, but I do like that kind of stuff. I'm emotional when it comes to things like that, you know.
So one of the things that people have quite enjoyed with this long walk is the people that they're meeting and the new friends that they're creating. How have you found?
Yeah, I've met some wonderful friends and we've exchanged numbers, and I've invited them over to Ireland. We live beside the sea, so, you know, I'm sure some of them will come back, yeah. So we will keep in touch.
So, Teresa, we're going to maybe have a light jog to try and catch up where we left off.
Yes.
Fingers crossed we can. But as you can see, this seems to be a slowing down point of the queue. It has been moving quite a lot, and we're hoping that it's not going to take the 12 hours that has been suggested by a number of stewards. We're hoping it will take us about 7 hours before we'll actually get to Westminster Hall.